Begin though with some breaking news out of Kansas City, where a judge has just issued a ruling on police funding. I'm Kelly Eckerman.
And I'm Laura Moritz. KMBC 9's Michael Mahoney is live with these breaking details. Michael?
Yeah, thanks, Laura. Here are the developments on this. A Jackson County judge about about 90 minutes ago, hour and a half, issued a ruling declaring that Kansas City, Missouri City Hall and Mayor Quinton Lucas has lost their challenge to take $42 million from the police department spending authorities. Money still stays in the police department budget, but the spending authority goes across the street to the city manager. Primarily, that money would be used for crime prevention. Now, what is the writing controlling factor on this is state law, because the police department here is controlled by the state. And Chapter 84 of the state law says that the exclusive management and control of the Kansas City Police Department rest with the Kansas City Board of Police Commissioners, not the mayor, not the city council, not City Hall. And the judge in this case, Patrick Campbell, ruled that the city's move to take that $42 million violates that exclusive management control part of Chapter 84. Now, by law, the city has to spend at least 1/5 of its budget, 1/5 of its budget on police protection. That's about $200 million in this case for Kansas City. Anything above that is discretionary money. Mayor Quinton Lucas just ended a news conference here on the steps of the police department a few moments ago, where I asked him about whether or not that means that they have X amount of money they have to spend. Will there be tough negotiations about anything beyond that $200 million, like the extra 42 that they shifted control from the cops over to City Hall? Here's what he said in relation to that question.
I would never think that it's necessarily trench warfare, but here's the deal, Michael. I have lived here, I've been watching you most of my life, and we have had the same types of issues again and again. With violent crime in Kansas City, we create a one-off new program, and what we don't do is have that sustained follow-through that I think we need to try to make sure that we're telling the people of Kansas City we're not going to shrug our shoulders at the end of the year and keep saying the same thing, keep seeing the same thing. And so for me, this will be a difficult conversation.
Now, another thing that the mayor says he is going to push for in the next budget negotiations, which will start here later in the fall, is that the police force here is authorized for about 1,400 badged officers. There's only slightly over 1,200 right now, and he is going to push for the police department and specifically the Board of Commissioners to fill those extra 200 slots that the mayor says they have the money for, but they don't have those cops on the street. As a Jackson County judge today rules against City Hall and their move to try and take control of $42 million in the police budget, even though that money would have remained in policing.